I'm going to be wrapping one of these cute little mini glass jars. They've got a little cork there to keep it sealed. I've popped an adjustable sliding knot on this one as well, just to show you again how they're made. I've got these cute little glass jars and they have a lip around just below the top of the jar. They are about 23 millimeters high and 18 millimeters wide. We're using the 1 millimeter waxed twine today, and we need one length of 12 inches and one length of 48 inches. Then we're going to find the middle of both lengths. So just put the ends together and follow it back to the middle, and then pop the middles of both threads together. And then we can pop a little knot in there. So I just wrap it around my finger and tie a little knot and pull it nice and tight. It's important with this design that the knots are tight, or you might lose your little glass bottle. Now we're just going to lay the twine into that little lip on the bottle. We're going to tie a knot on the other side as well. So we want to sort of hold it in a way that the twine is sitting in the lip there, and that we're going to be able to tie the knot directly opposite that first knot. So somehow you need to kind of hold it there. If you need to tape it, that would be okay as well. But I'm just going to hold it in position there and then tie another knot around my finger on this side. And we're going to work the knot down gently towards the glass. I like to use a beading awl or a knotting tool, some people call it. You could use a nail. Then we can put it inside our knot and just wiggle it down towards the bottle. Just working with your knot and your beading awl, just to push that knot right down as close as you can get it as you're sort of tightening the knot. You just want it closer and closer to the bottle. When you're happy with it, you can pull it nice and tight and sort of push it down with your nail as well. You need to make sure that both of your knots are nice and tight on the twine, and that the twine is sitting in that little groove in the bottle. If they are not sitting tight enough, you're going to want to undo them now and just redo them. You can see that the bottle can spin, but it can't actually slip out. The knots are too tight. Now you can cut off these two shorter ends. Just cut them off down towards the knot and then singe the little ends of the thread. Just being careful with the lighter there as well. Your pendant should look something like this, with the pendant sitting inside, the two knots holding it tight. Now we can move on to our adjustable sliding knot. So first off, you just want to make sure by holding your bottle on one end and pulling the threads to the other end that they are exactly the same length. Now you can just start by laying it down on the table, how it's going to sit. So I always start with this left hand one at the back, and then I can hold it in my left hand. With this back cord, we're just going to bring it over the front, down and out the back. That creates our first loop. And again, down and out the back to the left of the first loop. And again for a third loop. And then we can just poke this little tail down the 3 loops and pull it nice and tight. That creates a nice little tidy sliding knot. Now we can swap our necklace over onto the other side. So just in your left hand again, holding it with this tail at the back. And again, just making our 3 loops. So bringing this tail over the front, down and out the back. And again, down and out the back. And for a 3rd loop, down and out the back. Then we've got our little tail that we just poked down inside the loops. And pull that knot nice and tight. So you should have 2 nice little tidy sliding knots there. And the tails on the other end of your sliding knot should be about the same length so that your knots will be even. So you can always take them out and retie them if they're not sitting even like these are. Now you can cut your little tails off and singe the ends with a lighter so that they don't fray. And there is your cute little mini glass pendant. Now you can put whatever you like inside your little glass bottle and start wearing your pendant.